Hi, this is my fifth learning summary video in IPMI International Business School Executive MBA program. This week we will learn about leverage buyout or LBO. Leverage buyout or LBO is simply taking over a company from its previous owner using debt financing, with the debt is being recorded at and used collateral from the company which was being purchased itself. Usually private equity is the one who undertakes this kind of transaction. Usually when a private equity buying a company using LBO transaction, they will structure the acquisition cost using their cash around 10% and the rest is financed through debt issuance. LBO mechanism is somehow quite confusing because it has a little bit complicated structure. There are two common questions in LBO transaction. First, about the missing link on acquisition process. How can a buyer acquire a company with the cash the buyer didn't have, while the company being acquired is the one who's issuing a loan to get the cash to be used by the buyer to acquire the previous shareholders' ownership, and making the asset of the companies being acquired as collateral for such a loan being issued? It would be made possible because LBO is occurred in two stages of transactions. If it is a friendly takeover, the stage 1 is the buyer obtained the shareholders' approval to acquire some stakes in the company and appoint it as a management. But if it is a hostile takeover, the buyer acquire at least 5% of the company's share from open market to be able to initiate extraordinary shareholder meeting to offer the acquisitions proposal to the entire shareholder, and if approved, also being appointed as a management. Then the stage 2, when the buyer had already become a part of management, then as the company's representative, the buyer will issue new loan to acquire and withdraw the entire outstanding shares in the market. Second question about the acquisition valuation. In some movie like Barbarians at the Gate or Wall Street One, we would see that the buyer tend to increase the acquisition price offers in the bidding. So the shareholders are willing to sell their stock to the buyer. But since they are using debt, under what logic is they dare enough to increase the valuation price, particularly when the company will be bought using debt? The valuation could increase because the buyer either playing the change in capital structure or exercising conglomerate discount effect. Because up to a certain point, increasing and playing the mixture of debt and equity structure in a company could actually increase the value of the company. Therefore, the valuation itself could be increased, though it may sound peculiar, but technically it is very possible. So that's it for this week. Thank you.